Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine and today I'm going to be talking about how I potty trained my daughter in just 3 days. So we're going to be talking about daytime potty training. I can do a separate video for nighttime because that happens separately a little while later. But for this video, we're going to be talking about daytime. So I'm just mainly going to be talking about my daughter just because I potty trained her first and she caught on so fast. I did the same exact methods for my son. It just took him a few days longer to catch on to it. Both of my kids, I trained them around 2.5. So I felt like at 2.5, they were ready to be potty trained. And if I'm looking down, I'm looking at notes on the phone. So I read when I did my research that it's best to train your child after 2 years old, but there is no right age to start. There's some kids who aren't trained until they're 3 or so, but majority of the time it's around 2 years old. But you will sense when the time is right because your child will show signs that they are ready. So some signs of readiness are they will show interest in using the bathroom. They're going to be asking you questions, or they're even going to be trying to use the toilet themselves. So they're going to be trying to sit on the toilet even if they are fully clothed. They're going to be trying to sit on the toilet. They're trying to imitate you basically. Another sign is they will verbally start to tell you that they need to go to the bathroom, or they will tell you as soon as they pee or pooped in their diaper because they don't want to feel that wetness anymore. They're getting uncomfortable with walking around with a wet diaper. So they're going to tell you like, I just went pee or I just went poop or whatever, however they say it to you. Or they're going to let you know before they have to go pee. Another sign of readiness is their diaper is staying dry for longer periods of time. That's showing you that they are learning how to control their bladder better. Then them constantly taking off their diapers is also another sign of readiness. I know some kids just do that just for fun. They just like to run around the house naked with no diaper. A lot of times that shows signs that they're ready to kind of move on from the diapers. I did read in my research that you should delay potty training if your kid is sick. Basically, if there's some big changes happening, if they're sick, if you're in the middle of moving, if you're traveling, you're going on vacations, you're moving to a new house, or even if they have a sibling that's about to be born. If there's any kind of major life change about to happen, you want to wait. You want to hold off until you can carve out some time where there's not a lot going on because you need to focus, okay? You got to really focus on potty training. So what I like to personally do before I start potty training my child, I like to verbally tell them what's about to happen. So probably like a week or so before we start, I'm telling them like, okay, in 7 days, we're going to start potty training. That means you're no longer going to be wearing diapers. You're going to start wearing underwear. Diapers are for babies and underwear are for big kids. There's also a lot of books out there that talk about potty training, and they have specific books for boys and for girls. So we had a girl potty training book for my daughter, and then we had a boy potty training book for my son. So want to read them a lot to them and just tell them like, okay, in 3 days, and they might not understand the time, like how many days, but it's just telling them like, today is the day that we're going to start. You know what I'm saying? You want to verbally tell them and just prepare them for what's about to happen because it is a big change for them. I like to let them pick out their own underwear, so it kind of makes the process fun. You want to kind of make it fun for them and not like hard and dreadful or anything like that. And you know, there's so many different character underwear and prints. You just want to get them excited about the process. You can also let them pick out their potty. So with my daughter's potty, my sister actually bought that for her, so she didn't pick it out because somebody gifted us a potty. But I showed it to her. I explained what it was. I explained how she would be using it. And some people actually skip the potty and go straight to teaching their kid how to use a big toilet. I just personally wanted to start small, but parent however you want to parent. I like to take the baby steps, okay? So we're gonna start with the potty, then we're gonna progress to the little kid seat on the toilet, and then we're going to use the big toilet. That's just what I did for my kids. It's only a few supplies you would need, but you would need a potty, you would need underwear, underwear, you're gonna need puppy pads, and you're gonna need lots of fluid, okay? A lot of fluid. And when I first heard that, I was like, I thought they misspoke. But I'm like, why would you want to give your kid a lot of fluids? Because that's going to mean there's going to be more accidents. But that's what you want, because you want them to have to pee a lot. It gives them a lot of practice. And each day, they learn more and more. So I'm just going to break down my 3 days with my daughter. Okay, so day 1, the only thing I put on her was underwear. Some parents let their toddlers run around naked around the house, but a lot of them say it's very messy, and where we lived, it was pretty much all carpeted, so I didn't want to go that route, and I wanted to minimize the mess. So what she would do is she would sit on a puppy pad, okay? I have an example right here. I don't know if it's going to show up. It just says Glad for Pets Activated Carbon Training Pads. The brand and the style doesn't really matter. I've had different ones over the years. The ones I use, this is my first one that's black. I usually have the ones that are blue, but I get puppy pads, the little training pads. That's what I use. And I'll open one up and show you guys. This is how one uses a little beat up, but it's just literally just a little puppy pad. So what I would do, I would take the puppy pad and I would sit it on the floor or wherever she was at, and she only had her underwear on, and she would sit on it. So she still was able to do her normal things. If she wanted to sit on the bed and watch TV, I would put the puppy pad on the bed, and she would sit on the bed or lay on it and watch TV. If she wanted to sit on the floor and play with toys, or when it was time to eat, I would take the puppy pad to her chair by the table. I would put it on her chair, and she would sit on the chair. So basically, they can still do their regular things. It's just she's always going to sit on that puppy pad, and the only thing she's wearing is underwear. So of course you want to make sure the temperature in the house is a comfortable temperature for them. Day 1, it was a lot of accidents, okay? I don't even remember the exact number, but she would fully pee on herself and soak her underwear, because of course it's the first day. They're used to peeing in their diapers. They don't really understand. They're only 2.5. So that's what you expect. You should expect a lot of accidents on day 1, like full pees, like soaking the underwear. And I would just remind her each time when she feels herself pee to run to the potty. And by the end of that first day, she wasn't soaking her underwear. Like, she would pee and then she would stop and then run to the potty and basically finish on the potty. So by the end of day 1, she was already grasping the concept of trying to control her bladder more. You know what I'm saying? And she'd be like, Mom, I'm peeing. I'm like, run, 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 run. Most of the time, I try to keep the potty near her, or like her near the potty. Day 2, she had 3 accidents, but it was only a little bit of pee in her underwear. And the rest of the day, she had successfully made it to the potty multiple times with no accidents. So she had a few accidents in the beginning of the day. And like I said, it wasn't a full pee. It was just like a little bit of pee in her underwear. And then the rest of the day, she had no accidents at all. She was understanding more and more. And then on day 3, she had no accidents all day. And after like day 3, there were no accidents. So it was just crazy to see it. But literally, kids are smart. They catch on very, very, very fast. So you just have to have a little bit of structure. You know what I'm saying? Have a little bit of structure and just kind of be prepared for it. Be consistent. And they usually will catch on to things very, very, very fast. With my son, it took him 7 days to be fully potty trained. He got the peeing part down in 3 days, but he was still having pooping accidents in his underwear. But by day 7, he wasn't having any more accidents, and he was peeing and pooping on the potty. With my daughter, I don't think she had any pooping accidents at all. But like I said, it's going to be different from child to child. You can use the same methods, and it's just going to be different because every child is different, and that's perfectly fine. It might take some of them longer to get it. It might take some of them 1 or 2 days, but you just have to stay consistent with what you're doing. Here is a quick tip that I've learned from other parents while I was doing my research, watching YouTube videos, and just reading a bunch of articles. If your child says they have to pee, right, and they go to sit on the toilet and nothing comes out, try running the sink water or sticking their foot in warm water, okay? So the reason behind this is that some kids, like before they potty train, as soon as they get in the bathtub, they pee. Like, I don't know if you guys' child has ever done this, but it's like as soon as they get into a bath and they hit that warm water, they pee. Like, it's just automatic. So they kind of associate peeing with water, you know? So if they hear it, like if you're running the sink water, they hear it, it kind of helps them pee. Or if they feel it, like sticking their foot in some warm water, it kind of helps them pee. So that's just like a little tip if you're having some trouble. I know some parents, they'll do like a timer, like, oh, every 30 minutes, I'm gonna take my child to the bathroom and they're gonna sit on the potty until they pee, or like every hour. So I didn't do that. I want them to feel that urge when they have to pee, and like learning their body, and they're learning when they have the urge to go and recognizing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just force them to sit every 30 minutes on the toilet and they're sitting there for 10 minutes and nothing's happening. I just feel like they're not learning their body that way. And then, like I said, this is a daytime potty training video. So during nap time, I would still put a pull-up on my kids until they started waking up dry for a few weeks, and then I would let them sleep in their underwear, because at this age my kids are still taking naps during the day, and I was not putting them straight in their underwear for nap time, because I understand when they're asleep they don't understand how to control their bladders while they're sleeping just yet. They might can control it during the daytime, but they can't really control it while they're sleeping. So I did still put pull-ups on them until I'm like, okay, it's been like 2 weeks. They've been waking up dry every single time for nap time. Now I'm gonna let them sleep in their underwear, but I'm gonna put a puppy pad underneath them while they're taking a nap. That way, if they do happen to have some accidents, you know, the bed is protected. The puppy pad, you just throw it in the trash and it is what it is. But the puppy pads are just very important. You don't need them, they're not a necessity, but for me, they're essential in the potty training process because they're gonna have accidents. That's just what's gonna happen. And it's gonna make it easier for you to clean up the mess, and it protects the bed or the floor or the couch or wherever they're sleeping at. Also, they do have travel potties that you can like keep in your car. So if you need to pull over to the side of the road, if you're taking a long trip or whatever have you, they have travel potties. And for the boys, they also have like the stand-up urinals. How cute is this? And then you have this. This is so like they can practice their aim. You're supposed to tell them to practice hitting this. It's like a little fun game for them. But it does, you have to take it out and pour the pee out. This is not like a flushable one. They have all kinds of cute little designs. This one's just a little froggy one. And then they have this part, and it comes with the like, it comes with all the parts you need. This, I think I got it off Amazon or something. And you can hang it up or you can stick it. I think they have like the sticky, y'all know what I'm talking about. The sticky things you stick to your wall. Or you can like mount it with hardware. But isn't this so cute, guys? It's a urinal for boys. That is the end of my video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to. And thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I hope I helped somebody out there with potty training, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.